I recently did that thing where I went to YouTube and I fell down a YouTube rabbit hole. I started watching Hansen versus Predator, the sequel to Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen. I can't stop watching these old Chris Hansen videos. There's something about it, and I think everybody feels this way. There's something about it so compelling to watch people get caught while trying to fuck a kid. I don't know what it is. Maybe a bunch of creeps out there like to watch it just because they go, I wonder how I could fool Chris Hansen. Me, I like to watch it because I like watching these creeps get brought to justice. Now, on this show, we've actually got a bunch of goons that we cover on this show that are sex creeps ourselves. We've got, of course, Robert Robinson. He's a real-life pedophile. We've got Patrick Rains, a guy I grew up knowing. We always jokingly said, this guy is a pedo. He's always hitting on young girls. Turns out he had a computer full of child porn and the FBI caught him. And then we've got Blake Hogue. You guys remember Blake Hogue? He tried to fuck who he thought was a retarded girl on OKCupid. And that inspired a little thing we like to call OKSTUPID. So tonight on the show, we're bringing it back. We're going to catch some pedos. And I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go bully the internet. This is PODAWFUL.
PODAWFUL sucks.
You wanna die? Part off makes that worse. You're covered with knees, they won't let you fly. Quench your thirst.
You know what? You're not funny. I want to really kick your ass.
I'm in that ass, bro.
Yeah, PODAWFUL. In the place to be, Jesse PS, your host. You can friend me on Facebook, facebook.com/JessePS, facebook.com/JessePS. Friend me on Facebook, and I am joined by my beautiful wife, Skyler, of course. Hi, Skyler.
Hello.
Skyler, you're going to act as our decoy tonight, as they do on To Catch a Predator. How much of it I've been watching To Catch a Predator?
Way too much.
Is it getting
kind of weird?
creepy?
It's getting a little weird.
Getting a little weird. But you, every time I play it, you start watching it
Yeah,
too.
'cause it's always interesting. I'm like, oh, what does this guy look like?
It's always interesting. You know, they've got rabbis they're catching doing this. They've got school teachers. They've got guys that just walk in totally naked. I don't think we're going to have the same thing, probably. Because
Hopefully not.
I hope, yeah, hopefully not. Well, you've been up to no good on your own.
That's true.
You've been catching guys on Facebook,
Yeah.
and some have already sent you their dick pic, despite the fact that you told them you were how old?
14.
14 and loving it. So, and I am loving it. So tonight on the show, we're going to catch some pedos. We're going to give them a call. It's OKSTUPID. We will also do a tattoo update for you. Last week's episode, all about the world's worst tattoo ever, Ilmagore. I've got a tattoo update for you I think you guys are going to enjoy. So stick around for that. Let's get right into it. We've been on OKCupid. I've brought back my profile. You guys might remember from the last OKSTUPID that we did. We had a profile named Piss Stains for Day, which was an Asian girl. Now, last time on the show, let me show you this profile. Last time on the show, our friend Alice, Piss Stains for Days, is an Asian girl on OKCupid. She used to be a girl with locked-in syndrome, you know, where she couldn't move or consent to anything. She was clearly an actual retard. I use this photo every time of this pretty Asian girl. I think I just Googled it. I don't know. I probably just typed in pretty Asian girl. Well, now we've brought her back. Alice, and now it says 18 here, but of course that's just the lowest age you can make your thing on OKCupid. I can't make it 15 or 16. So I did change some of the details, though. Our friend Alice is no longer a girl with locked-in syndrome of age. No, she's now a 16-year-old girl. It says new to New York, going to college soon, Columbia. Now, going to college soon, you guys know that could be 18, could be 17. Turns out with Alice, 16, as I told all of the guys who are going to attempt calling tonight. Then I love putting in clues. I love giving you clues that this isn't real. Guys, if you ever run into this photo on OKCupid, don't talk to me. You're about to get caught, okay? I will never change it from this photo until this gets, too big to do anymore. But I love to give little hints, little subtle hints that there's no possible way this is real. So when it says what I'm doing with my life, I put in her profile, trying to stay awake on the train, as all Asian people are incapable of doing. So I'm just being racist. Then it says, I'm really good at, and I put folding, because when I think of Asian women, I think they're good at two things. I think one are good at origami, And I think number 2, they're good at folding my clothes because I use Chinese slaves to do my laundry. So anyway, that gives you an idea of the Alice profile that we use for OKSTUPID. Again, I like giving the clue because it should mean, Skyler, shouldn't it mean that, wouldn't you think they read that and they would go, okay, this isn't real. I shouldn't fall for this.
Yeah, they could just think she's quirky. I mean, men are desperate, let's be honest.
That's true. And that's what we love going after here is the desperation on these guys. And we have talked to some desperate fellers on this OKSTUPID event. So we are live as we are every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time over at PODAWFUL.tv. We've got the live video stream. We've got the chat room going. Let's check in with that Chaz room right now, see what they're saying in the Chaz room. All religious people are pedo rapists, says Too Many Plastic Cups. I agree with that. If you are religious, you are a pedo rapist. The legal age is 13 here in England, says Pudding Boy. Why don't I believe that? Is that true? Is that for real? That's terrifying if that's for real. And I would assume that if that's the case, it's because you guys were once run by the church. And so, again, it's the religious pedo thing. I got to get myself an Asian girlfriend. Okay, let's not get into weeaboo territory. Please, fellas, calm yourselves. Keep yourselves under control. The guy I want to talk to the most tonight, I managed to start talking to a guy, the perfect OKCupid profile out there. This fellow's name is Daddy Dom for DDLG. Now, for those of you who don't know, Skyler, what is a DDLG?
It's daddy and little girl, dominant daddy, little girl.
Yeah. Or it can just be daddy, but yeah, dominant daddy, little girl, DDLG. So these are the guys that like to pretend that the girl they're with is an actual little girl. They like to baby her. Maybe even sometimes they'll do the diaper play, that sort of thing. It all depends on the person. Skyler, what's the part you're into? The diaper play when we do our daddy little girl thing?
Yeah, I particularly like to wear Depends and a onesie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you do wear a onesie a lot. That's actually true. But okay, so Daddy Dom for DDLG, his profile says, I'm a kinky daddy Dom looking for a much younger sub. Much younger. Baby girl or little. They sometimes call these people littles. How disgusting is that?
It's a bit weird.
The age difference is an important part of the DDLG dynamic for me. Oh, you're going to find out that's very true. So I'm looking for a young woman who's preferably in her late teens, of legal age, of course, or early 20s. Now, that's interesting that Daddy Dom for DDLG says that, because here's the conversation I had with Daddy Dom. He writes to me, he says his name, he says, welcome to New York City. He says, this is my kink profile, so I hope that doesn't throw you off too much. You know, there's these guys on there, they go, this is my kink profile. There's girls that do that too. I'm really just looking for connection with someone cool. No, you're not. Looking to get your dick wet. You just said that to try to ease your way in. I said, I'm a real LG, so this is perfect. I guess she is a real little girl in this, storyline. He says, that's awesome. How long have you been into DDLG? I said, not very long, because how long could I have been? I'm only 16 years old on this. Not very long, but I love older guys who can take care of me. Good girl, he says. I like that you're new to it. What do you like about being with older guys? And then this is the kicker. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we put our hands together and we say, thank you, universe. How beautiful for your help in this. He says, I'm a magician and also write for the theater. Ladies and gentlemen, a magician. Daddy Dom, DDLG,
The magician.
The magician. So I think with maybe New Goon territory here. We'll see what happens. He's a magician. And the thing he wants to make disappear is his penis inside a little girl's butthole. I'll go on. I told him, the guys at my school are all such boys. I like to seek out older guys who know what they are doing in life already and can spoil me. Tired of the 16-year-old idiot boys. So I'm making it very clear what my age range is here. It's like, I'm going to college this year. I'm a woman. I need a man. He says, I hear you, baby girl. I said, how young do you like your girls? He says, very. You're 18, he asks, immediately following saying he likes very young girls. I say, I'm 16, but I'll be 17 in a week and a half. Now, let's be clear about something here. In New York State, the age of consent, the legal age of consent, is 17. All right, we're somehow getting a phone call. Let's see what's happening here. Hello.
Hey, it's Steven again.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Steven again.
Hi, Steven.
Would you mind if I shared some insight on DDLG, my point of view on it?
I would love for you to do that.
Okay, so, as you know, I'm 13. I'm in middle school.
And loving it.
Well, even, 13-year-old girls are into this.
No, please tell me that's
I'm
not
not
true.
joking.
No.
No,
Huh?
Steven, please tell us that's not
No.
true.
I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not joking. There's one girl who wears, a dog collar every day
Oh,
to school.
boy. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get Skyler to wear around, and she's into it. But we're adults. We're allowed to do that. She's 13, you're saying?
No, and then it's, and then it's always, these, wannabe Eminem looking guys, and they have, a really bad fade, a wife beater, and, those, baggy jorts.
Sure, baggy
God.
dress.
And they
Which
have,
is,
or
Steven.
if it's not a wife beater, they have, a Limp Bizkit t-shirt on.
Oh, Biscuit Kids. I love
Oh,
Biscuit
boy,
Kids.
here
We're
we
big fans
go.
of Limp Bizkit around
Oh.
this household. Me and Skyler, we love Limp Bizkit. We're sort of Biscuit Kids. Basically, everything I'm doing on the show
Jesse-
tonight is for the Nookie.
Jesse, I'll have to disagree with you. Lincoln Park is better.
No, Biscuit Kid for life. The park can go suck it. Anyway, I don't care how many parks they name after that band. So,
Yeah.
Steven, let me ask you this: do these guys
oh,
you're
yeah,
describing?
but-
Steven, shut up. Let me ask you this:
Okay,
do these
go ahead.
do these guys you're describing? Do they seem like they are proto magicians? Do they seem like maybe one day they might become a magician?
Oh, either magicians or hipsters who think they're artsy, but all they do is scream at a camera.
Okay, all right. Well, Steven, thank you so much for the information.
Oh.
We need to know what's going on in the
Wait,
streets
Jesse,
with the kids.
can I share an unrelated thought?
No, you cannot. Okay, and we've hung up on Steven. So I
And
don't have time for
Thanks
it.
for calling while you're jogging.
Yeah, Steven's a little nervous sounding, isn't he? I think Steven.
No hate on the nervous people.
No, it's fine. But I think Steven gets very excited to call into the show, Skyler. So I think that's what we're hearing in his voice. And I couldn't stand to listen to it for one more second. We love you, Steven, but
Thanks for calling.
let's limit it to the topic at hand because we've got a salacious thing going on here. A 16-year-old girl, she's just revealed she's 16 to a magician. Let's see what he says. I said, counting down the days, to be honest, until I turn 17. Again, a week and a half. And let's remember, age of consent in New York State is 17. So in a week and a half, he should be fine. What we're trying to find out tonight is if they're willing to break that week and a half. He says, perfect. Wow, you're going to Columbia at such a young age? And happy birthday in advance, he says. Thank you. And yes, I got a scholarship and skipped 2 years, blah, blah, blah. He says, wow, impressive. My kind of girl, smart and mature. I love that you're so much younger. Have you dated older guys before? I said, this is why I go on OKCupid, to find guys. I can find the older men I want and know how to handle me sexually while respecting my maturity. So I make it clear that she has done this before. She's fucked older guys as a 16-year-old. He says, so you're kinky. I say, yeah, I'm not. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He said, yeah, I'm not into ageism. Young people are people, too. Does that include 2-year-olds, you magician fuck? I'm not into ageism. You can be any age. I don't care if you're a fetus. Suck my dick. People are people. Don't. You know what? He's probably pro-life, so there's a point in his favor. I said, I lost my virginity at 12, so I know what I like, and I've been sexually active ever since. He says, that's very hot. Cool, you must be excited. I mean, he says, so you're really into the daddy thing. And good girl for calling me daddy. You know, I started calling him daddy. He's asked me, do you have a Kick? Now, if you don't know, Kick is a program you use on your phone to send nudes, basically. There's really no other reason for it. And I tell him, give me your number, So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the magician's phone number. So we will be calling the magician in just a second. I told him my name is Alice, of course. He likes it when I call him Daddy or Sir, and he wanted me to send him a picture. Now, he made it. I will be fair to this guy. I'm not going to lie to you about these dudes. Let me be very fair to our magician friend. One, he said he's willing to wait that week and a half. And two, he told me don't send nudes. But he's still talking sexually to a minor, which in itself is a crime, as I've learned from watching way too much To Catch a Predator. You can't do that. You can't initiate anything sexual with a minor that way. So he has already committed a crime, but not the most heinous one. Let's be fair. And it's with a girl who is, she's telling him she's fine with this and everything. But let's keep in mind, I was not sexual with him until revealing the age. So what we're going to try to find out is if he's willing to make this happen before the birthday. I think he is. Now, I sent him a nude. Skyler sent me a picture of a nude Asian girl that kind of looked like my profile picture. She just keeps them on her phone, right, Skyler?
Yeah, at the ready. You never know.
She's always got them ready. And I sent him this, and he kept saying, it's not coming through, it's not coming through. I made it clear to him that what I was sending was a sexual picture. Even though he said, don't send nudes, I sent it. Now, obviously, it's not really an underage photo, but for all he knows, it is. Then he tried to give me several other ways I could send him the picture. He wanted the picture. He gave me his email. This was all through text. But he was giving me his email. He's giving me other numbers I could try him on, all sorts of things. And then when it finally came through for him, he goes, I said no nudes.
Stupid.
I think this is now, when you watch To Catch a Predator, when you watch our friend Chris Hansen, watch, I have a seat over there. When you watch our friend Chris Hansen, these guys, they'll do that stuff where that's his attempt to go, see, I was saying I don't want it, so too late. We're too late with it, magician man. I forgot what he said his name is. I'll just call him Daddy, right? I do know what his name is, but I'll call him Daddy anyway. Actually, Skyler, you will call him Daddy. I forgot.
What is his name in case of...
Let's just call him Daddy.
All right.
Okay? For legality reasons, let's just refer to him as Daddy or... Daddy Dom, just say, let's, if he gives his name, then fuck it. Who cares?
Right.
This is a one-party state. We're allowed to record. But let's try to avoid. Just say Daddy. Remember, your name is Alice.
Uh-huh. How long should I keep
You like to be
this-
called Baby.
How long should this go for?
Here's what I want. Now, there are two things when we go into this. We're going to call him right now. Two things when we go into this. One, I want to get info about him. So be curious about him being a magician. Okay. I want to know everything about him being a magician, if he knows tricks, if that means he knows rope and stuff.
Okay.
All that kind of stuff. Go that route with it. Don't oversell this. Like, be very real. Because remember, we're trying to actually see if this guy is willing to pedo out. Now, we've got other guys we can call tonight. If this doesn't work out, we've got other guys. We've got other guys, same situations. I'll give you the heads up on all these guys when we try to get them. Here's the deal, though, Skyler. I am able to make it so they can't hear me, but you can. So I might be able to direct you if I say anything at any point.
Okay.
Don't freak out that they can hear me. Just say what I told you to say.
Okay.
So I can kind of lead you through this, but we need your voice for this. Now let's hear your Asian voice real quick.
Hi, Daddy.
Okay, so it's just a regular girl voice, but that's fine.
She's supposed to be mature, so...
Yeah, well, are you saying Asian people aren't mature?
No, I mean, for a 16-year-old.
That's what you said. That's what you said. Okay,
She's
yeah.
going to college.
Yeah,
Come
you're
on.
a 16-year-old, so all right, let's remember that. And remember, we want to know all about him being a magician.
Okay.
Let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Now, let's keep in mind, we don't know that he'll answer. I told him we'd call around this time. We don't know that he'll answer. It's a live show. We'll try another guy. We've definitely got guys that want to talk to us, though. So let's see what happens. Skyler, we're calling Daddy Dom for DDLG. Oh, my God. I forgot I saved his name as Magician Pedo in my thing. And that's what it says now. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the rabbit hole.
Hello.
Hi, Daddy. It's your little girl, Alice.
Hey, Alice. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What are you up to?
Oh, nothing. I'm just kicking back in my bed. I was wondering what you
Yeah.
were doing, and if you were thinking about me.
I'm just chilling. But it's good to talk to you.
Yeah. So I wanted
What have you
to,
been up to the last day?
I've just been hanging out. Honestly,
Working.
not a lot. Working a bit.
What's that?
I've been hanging out, not a lot, but I've been working a bit.
Yeah. Oh, what do you do?
You're just working on papers for college.
Well, I'm just working on papers for college. I mean,
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
That's cool. I was just getting to know you. Wanted to know what your life was like.
Yeah.
you wanna,
so what do
wanna
you
know
think of being an
about him being a
OKCupid?
magician?
Sorry, you cut out. What'd you say?
What do you think of being on OKCupid?
Oh,
What's it like?
It's okay. I mean, I'm looking for something really specific. Like, I really want like an older guy who treats me right, So it's, it's all right. It's kind of hit or miss.
Have you been treated wrong in the past?
Not in the wrong way, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
So I
If
wanted.
anybody knows what you mean, it's me.
Oh, okay. So I wanted to ask you, like, what's it like being a magician?
Oh, good question. Or at least not a question that I expected just then. It's good. I've loved it since I was a kid, and now I'm involved mostly behind the scenes. But I still, think about going pro again because I love it so much. But it's that thing where when you make your hobby your profession, it changes everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. I mean, have you ever? I hope
But,
this isn't too weird a question, but have you ever worked with rope before?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I do rope tricks.
Like, could you make me disappear?
Could I make you disappear?
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of like big stage tricks, like that's the kind of trick like they do in Vegas or in like a big stage on Broadway where you make somebody disappear. Most of the stuff I do is a little bit smaller than that. Like I do sleight of
Tell him
hand
to
stuff
hold
and I
on,
do stuff that like
and you'll be right back.
just like props big enough that I can have on stage, but not like big boxes. But hey, maybe one day if I ever do like a big show, sure. I know how to make you disappear.
That's super cool. Hey, can you hold on just 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so he shouldn't be able to hear me right now. So here's the thing. We're going to now attempt. Remember, he knows you're 16. I want you to get confirmation from him that he is willing to make something happen before your birthday's in a week and a half. Remember? Yeah, I don't know.
What if he asks me and I'm off guard?
I don't look it up. So your birthday's in a week and a half. We need confirmation that he's willing to make this happen in a week and a half, or before a week and a half. Like you want this to happen tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
Tell him you've got 2 days off in the next couple weeks, basically.
Okay.
You're so busy with college. You've got these 2 days.
Got it.
That's all you've got. Now, if he confirms this, we will play our Chris Hansen warning sounds.
Okay.
And I will put on my Chris Hansen jacket, and we will see what happens from there, okay? We've got a graphic. We've got sounds. So here we go, and...
Hey, are you there?
Hey, yep, I'm here.
Sorry, my mom needed me to take out the trash. Sorry.
No worries.
I was wondering, I know my birthday's on the 30th, but I really, really want to see you. Like, do you think we could arrange a time to just, meet?
Well, here's the thing. If we're going to be in touch, there's certain rules. I mean,
Okay.
you are underage, so there's a serious legal issue. So, if you wanted to meet for coffee or something, we could totally do that, but that's all it could be before you're 17. And the other rule is that we can't talk about sex over the phone or even over the internet and text because you have to be 18 for that to be legal.
Well, what about in person?
In person, once you're 17, is a whole different thing. If we meet
It's just-
then and
I'm really-
something happens,
I'm so busy with college.
What's that?
I'm just so busy with college. Like, all I do is work on my papers and I have to study. I only have like 2 days this week, and after that, I'm going to be super busy.
right? So what are you proposing?
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe I could come over and we could just talk I mean, nothing too formal or anything.
No, if I met you, it would have to be in public before you turn 17,
Hmm.
and we couldn't talk about sex until you turn 17, and then in person. Yes.
Tell him you're
Sorry, I'm
going.
just not willing to take the risk.
Tell him you're
you know.
going to Maine, where it's
Anybody.
16 is legal.
Well,
You
actually,
sound awesome.
I know this is a little like forward, but so my family's doing a trip to Maine at the end of this week. So like this weekend. And it's actually legal in Maine for my age. And I know that they're going there for a business trip. They work together. So I'm coming with because it's like a free trip for me and I could stay in the hotel alone.
That is not, that's an interesting possibility. I would have to look into the laws about crossing state lines and all that. It's that serious to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're willing to wait.
Tell him no guys
Fine.
have had a problem with this in the
But
past.
if not,
You've
then I have
already
to
done
say
this.
that this is not going to work out.
It's just no guys had a problem with this in the past, and you're the only one who's willing to treat me
Yeah.
like a real little girl.
I can't. Sorry. I hear that guys are usually more cool about it. I've heard that
Just
before.
So...
But
Okay.
I can't be. I can't take the risk.
I just.
I'm sorry, Alice.
Okay.
You sound awesome.
Okay.
And don't send me any nudes.
Sorry,
Bad girl.
I'm really upset right now. I'll call you later. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Wow. Well,
Wow.
congratulations to this dude, the magician.
Well done.
Well done, magician. We gotta give him his props. Now they're saying in the chat room that this guy's a pro. He knows what he's doing. Like this is all a thing. Because let's keep in mind, he did say you could meet in public for coffee or whatever. I think that could just be let me make sure you're not. This isn't a sting operation,
right,
that
yeah.
sort of thing. I mean, that's just a safety precaution. At worst, really. But I gotta give him his props. He wasn't willing. He said no nudes. He repeated that. He refused to talk sexual, although he talked a little sexually to you.
A little bit.
And he did in the texts already. The texts were already sexual.
Yeah.
For sure. But I gotta give him his props. Let's not take anything away from him here. We did not have to light the Chris Hansen light. So let's go to our next fella. Now, I've got a guy here named Alec. Alec, I spoke to, he asked me.
Alec. Wow, nice name.
Alec asked me, remember, my name on there is Piss Stains for Days. So he asked what's with the name. I tell him, like, I'm into pissing, And they never have a problem with this. Then he asks me, what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? Funniest thing happened to you this year? I said, I farted while giving my driver's license, and the instructor had to tell me to roll the window down. So I made it clear, like I said that so that it would sound like, she's 16, getting the driver's license, but that was the thing. He says, it happens. I sneezed and farted during a test. He says, anyway, I tell him that I'm 16. I call him daddy, all that kind of stuff. He wants to see her moves. He's being this is a careful guy too. Let's test their mettle. Again, we're talking some careful guys. I think Skyler has some less careful guys from Facebook. We'll get to those guys later. Let's call Alec right now. And remember, you're not ashamed of farting when it comes to Alec. You can tell him about that.
Is he into the daddy thing too, or is
he's
he
into the daddy
Okay.
thing. He wants to know what your moves are.
Moves?
Was kind of where that's like. He wants you to show him something. I said, what, karate moves?
Yeah.
He goes, I thought you were mature. That sort of thing.
Oh, I got you. All right. Yeah.
So call him Alec. Don't freak him out with the daddy thing right away. Like
Okay.
this is one where you probably want to ease into it. Don't start off with any piss stuff or fart stuff
Okay.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
All right, this is Alec. I don't know that he'll answer. I just thought it was funny that he was fine with the farting stuff.
Okay.
All right, calling Alec. And remember, the Chris Hansen light at any time. We will send off the Chris Hansen warning. I'll put the jacket on. I'll ask him to have a seat.
Hello. 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 Is this Alec?
Hello?
Hi, I can't really hear you.
Nope. Alex?
Hi, is this Alec?
Hello?
Hi, this is Alice from OKCupid.
Hey, hung up. He's in traffic and he had it on
Yeah.
speakerphone, I think, and then he
I
finally got it
couldn't
off
hear
of
him.
there. But you got to just keep saying hello, hello. I'm gonna call him back.
Okay.
They can't hear you. They can't hear you. But you just got to keep
He didn't
screaming
even.
at
I
him.
didn't even hear him say hello.
They have trouble hearing us through the microphone anyway for some reason.
Oh.
I've noticed that on Craigslist roulette.
I thought it was like he
So just-
answered with his butt or something.
Yeah, we'll just try again. Calling back Alec. The last guy I have on the list, I'm sure will. We'll go for it. All right. I don't think he's going to answer.
Hi, this is Alex.
Okay. Sorry there, Alec. Okay. It sounded like he said Alex, though, so maybe he's a bit of a liar. Now, I'm trying to find this last guy's name. This last guy I ran into a bit of a problem with because Alice is, of course, Asian, and this guy is Asian. And at some point, he finally says to me, what ethnicity are you? And I just go,
What kind of Asian are
what kind of Asian are you? I go, Korean, just trying to throw one out because this guy didn't look Korean to me. And then he goes, oh, me too. So we might run into an issue there. Remember, if he tries throwing Korean shit at you,
I'm super
you're like,
Americanized.
you're third
Yeah.
generation. Like you don't speak Korean. You're like, oh,
I doubt he does.
Only my grandparents do. I wouldn't doubt that.
Really?
Especially here. So he also, this guy is very timid. This is the guy where every time I texted with him, he'd send 5 more texts. And he would be like, he says LOL, haha, after everything. So if you want to be tee-hee-hee, that might be fun. I think this guy's going to answer. He says he's at work right now.
Huh.
So the fact that he's willing to answer the phone at work is crazy.
That's a bit wild.
I want you to push him to say what he wants to do with you.
Okay.
Okay, that's the
Is there anything
idea
I need
here.
to know about him?
You know what? I can't even find his name now, so just call him Daddy. Say it's Alice.
Okay.
The conversation's so long because he sent so many messages each time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm really surprised by Magician Guy. I really thought Magician Guy would give in, but I think they're right in the chat. I think this guy's a pro. This isn't his first time. I mean, a guy who really likes young girls and actually likes them. This ain't his first rodeo, okay? So let's give a call to this Asian guy. I literally wrote his name down as Korean because I don't remember it. He is texting constantly. He wants you to text back all the time.
Okay.
You know, remember, you're just busy with school, all that kind of stuff. But
What am I studying? Did you?
Engineering.
Okay,
Good
thank you.
question.
Good.
Good question. Engineering. You're very much
Wait,
into
what kind of
engineering.
engineering? Like,
It doesn't matter.
all right. Okay. It's many
I don't think he's a
engineering.
smart Asian, this guy.
Uh,
I think he's just a fish mouth.
Your call has been
What?
forwarded to an automated voice messaging
No.
system. 6.
What? No.
ah.
What the fuck? He said he was going to answer. This guy's pissing me off because I texted him right before the show. He says, I'm at work, but I'll answer. I told him, man, that's going to piss me off if this guy doesn't answer. I can't believe I didn't get to put on my Chris Hansen coat and send off the Chris Hansen flares and stuff. I want to ask a guy to have a seat.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi. This is Alice.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
So,
sorry.
are you from Arizona or something?
Yeah, originally. I mean, my family moved here.
Oh, really? Okay, for sure.
Yeah. I
Wait,
hope
where
I'm
in Arizona?
not,
Flagstaff.
Flagstaff. Have you been there?
Flagstaff?
Yeah.
Yeah, no way. I actually was there. Flagstaff? Is that the place with, like, the red rocks and stuff like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah? I actually went there, like, 3 years ago, I think. It was,
It's
like,
beautiful, isn't it?
senior year of high school or something like that.
Are you at work
Have you
right
been
now?
to
I
Tuba
didn't
City
mean
around
to-
there?
Wait.
The Native American reservation?
Yeah, of course. I mean, It's kind of weird when
Yeah,
you live in
you
a
have?
place you don't visit, the landmarks very often. But I've been there one time with some friends.
Take him off this.
Oh, really?
Um,
Yeah. So I did like a service trip there senior year. It was like 2 months, something like that.
Oh, cool. I hope is this a
So I'm
bad
curious,
time?
what
Are
made
you?
you want to call me instead of text me?
Well, I just wanted to hear your voice and like talk and stuff.
Oh
and-
yeah, I feel it. Oh, 100%. I feel it. Yeah, I'm not really good with texting either, honestly. And also my phone's like half broken, so like half the time texting doesn't even work for me.
I understand. I'm the same way. Like I used to have a broken phone. I just got this new one.
LOL.
hmm
LOL.
That's cool. So are you in Maryland right now, or are you in New York?
No, I'm in New York.
You're in New York,
Yeah.
and you said you live alone.
Yeah, I do.
Your aunt watches over.
What? How
My-
do you do that?
Well, my aunt watches over
I like
me.
could hardly live alone now.
Your
Well,
parents
What's
pay
up?
for everything.
My parents pay for everything, so it's not that hard for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you live with anyone?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you get lonely?
That's why we can do stuff.
That's why we can do stuff.
True. That's very true. And wait,
What do you
so
want to do with me?
how do you like? I don't know. Like, how do you live alone? I'm 20 and I like can't live alone. You know?
Well, it's not that hard. I mean, I don't know. I order a lot of pizza,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Okay.
it does get lonely.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
ever since you've been texting
Well, I mean,
me, I've
that's
been
why I'm
thinking
here,
about
right?
you a lot, and I just wanted to know, what would you want to do with me?
What do you mean?
Well, what would you want to do with me?
I mean, it really depends on what you want, and I don't know. I don't like.
You
How
like
do-
a
how
guy
do you
who
say
takes
it?
charge.
It's just I really like a guy
One
who
sec.
takes
I'm
charge.
in the basketball state. I work at the basketball arena.
Oh,
The basketball arena, so I'm gonna head outside.
okay.
People could hear me and shit. But like honestly, like okay. I mean, personally, I've had like a couple of bad encounters where like I'll meet someone like Tinder or OKC. You know
do
what I mean?
Bad encounters.
And then it would just become weird. You know what I mean? Like it's like a lot of sexting, stuff like that,
Oh, and then not clicking in
and not
person.
a lot of like obviously like fuck like why else do people use it? You know what I mean? But I'm also not. I don't know. I'm not like fucking heartless. Like I like to have a good time, and I like to
Well, what if you meet
do
a girl
stuff
who
besides this
likes
stuff. You know
a
what
guy
I mean?
who's heartless? I mean, I'm just looking for a guy to take charge of me, you know?
No, 100%. I mean, it comes with the package, I think. I mean, it's kind of like, honestly, I'm open to anything. I've had things where it was like, kind of like,
So
you know.
So you work at the basketball arena.
So-
Now the ball's in your court.
So you work at the
Kind of like friends
basketball
with benefit.
arena.
Huh?
You work at the basketball arena, and I think the ball's in your court now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's pretty good in my part, isn't it? I mean, like, honestly, yeah, I kind of like to go anywhere. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I feel like with anyone, really, if I like them, like, down to be friends. Down to just fuck, you know? And I don't know. I don't like to have, like, how do you say it? Like,
Daddy,
a
take
plan
charge.
with it. You know what I mean? I like to have fun. I like to see where things go.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
fun.
I don't like, huh?
I like having fun too, but I really like when a daddy takes charge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
And
mean?
you want that to be me?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we really click.
I mean, I could do that. I could definitely do that.
Okay.
But
So what would you do?
at
So
the same time, I wouldn't mind also like cuddling and like watching fucking a Disney movie or something, you know?
yeah, I mean, we could do that
Like-
after all the fun, of course. Like
Yeah.
right now, I'm
Of
sitting
course.
here in this push-up
I mean, like
bra.
the worst thing I've ever had was like where like she wanted me to like tie her up a lot and shit like that, and we'd fuck. But
Mhm.
then literally as soon as it was over, it'd be like fuck, like I'm gonna drive you home, and then we probably won't kiss goodbye, and then it'd just be weird. You know what I mean? And then
Well, it wouldn't
after
have
like
to
2
be
months of
like
that,
that. I mean, because I live alone. Like, you could come over.
hmm
Like, if
That's
I'm
so
sitting here
weird
in
to
my
think of.
bed, and you were here, what would you be doing?
If I were with you,
Yeah.
I mean, what would I be doing?
Yeah. You
Well,
don't
it
have to be
depends.
so
Where
nervous.
Where
It's just
oh,
me.
at your place?
Yeah.
I mean, probably what you'd want me to do, honestly. You know?
Well, I mean, I like a guy who takes charge. So,
Mhm.
so take charge. I mean, tell me what you do to me.
Do you want me to like talk it out, like phone text it
Yeah.
to you?
Is that okay?
I mean, like you could be upfront about it, you know?
Well, I'm super, I really fall into the little girl thing. So I'm really into
Mhm.
that. So,
I mean, I really like that. Honestly, I love a tiny girl, and honestly, I love cuddling. I love feeling, like I love the feeling of what's called dominating, being on top, and then
ooh.
having them, you know what I mean, scratch my back. And I've had it bleed a couple of times, honestly.
We are
And I like
sounding
it.
the
I
Chris
kinda like
Hansen alarms. Chris Hansen is now
it. I
here.
like tying.
Oh.
I like. Personally, me, I don't like being tied up. I think I wouldn't like it. But I like tying other people up. You know what I mean? Also, blindfolding is pretty fun. Stuff like that.
Would you do that to me?
It's hard. I'm in like.
Would you do that to me?
Of course.
Oh.
Of course.
What
I mean,
would
if
you
you
do
want
once
it.
I'm tied up?
It depends how bad you want it. You know.
Oh, I want it bad. What would you do when I'm tied up though?
I can't tell if you're like. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Like.
Have you never had phone sex before?
I had it like a couple times. It definitely was weird the first time, cause fucking, it was the weirdest thing ever. She like wanted me to send nudes onto her Snap, and it happened to be her freaking boyfriend's Snap, and then he snapped me back, and I was like,
What's
what
your
the
name
heck
again,
just
by the
happened?
way?
Hey, sorry,
I
I don't mean
literally
to be.
sent some random guy a picture of my dick.
Oh, that's super
then-
awkward. Hey, but sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
mean to be.
awkward. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
I don't mean to be rude or
I
anything.
just got like
but
catfished in the weirdest way.
can I ask you something really quick?
Yeah.
This is kind of embarrassing, but I don't remember what you said your name was. If that's not.
You don't?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Brandon. It's
Brandon. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I remember now.
Brandon. Yeah, no problem. And you said you're Korean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's
Yeah.
your last name? Mine's
Park.
Park.
Yeah.
Alice Park. That's cute.
Thanks. So, sorry about that. That's
So what are you up to
embarrassing.
right now?
I'm just rolling around in my bed. I got my PJs on.
Yeah.
I just put my textbooks
Aw.
away.
I love cuddling. I'm like a freaking sucker for it. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
I like that too, but I kind of like the rougher stuff more.
Oh, of course. I mean, like, fuck, like, I'm not gonna freaking, be super aggressive with you. You know what I mean? I kind of like you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to like scare you off with any of that kind of stuff.
No,
It seems like you
you
want me
wouldn't.
to.
I really do. I'm super into that stuff. I mean, I've done it before. I like
Yeah?
older guys. Like, I'm excited to celebrate my birthday in a week and a half, but like, I don't know. I'm just super excited. Like, I've been really, really horny. So,
Can we meet tomorrow?
Yeah.
The next day.
yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if this is like too forward, but do you think we could meet tomorrow or the next day?
Tomorrow, the next day. The thing is, I'm actually out. I'm out of state right now, but I'll be back pretty soon, like a week and a half about. But I really want to meet. I don't even know what you look like, really. It's crazy.
I told him your
Like,
birthday
can
is
you
in a
send me?
month,
I
not
don't
a
want
week
to
and
ask
a
for
half.
pictures. Like, Can you show me more? Like, I want to see what you look like. I'll send you more of mine, of course. You know.
Yeah. Well,
Are you down to
actually,
trade pictures?
we could meet when you get back. I mean, I know I said I'm celebrating my birthday in a week and a half, but my birthday's in a month. It's just that that's the only time my mom could schedule the big party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And she's coming from Maryland.
Yeah.
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 Oh
She
my
couldn't.
God, I want to meet you so bad. You're like super mysterious. I did not expect your voice to be like this. A.
Will you meet me when
B.
you get
I
back?
was expecting you wouldn't even call me, honestly.
Will you meet
And
me when
C,
you get back?
I was just kind of sketched out at first. I was like,
Oh no.
well, like, this girl, I have no idea what she's like. I don't know what she really looks like.
No,
You
everyone
know
says
what I
I'm
mean?
super fun. I mean, you'll see for yourself. I mean, are you gonna meet me when you get back?
Of course. It's the first thing I want to do. And you said you
And
live
what's
alone?
the second thing you want to do?
And what's the second thing you want to do?
To what?
To me.
To you?
Yeah.
Well, here, I'm going to go outside. Well, first, I want to take you out. I know it's lame. I'm not. My mom raised me a little differently. I would never just come, fuck, and then leave. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I hope we can get fast food
I would-
then.
huh?
I hope we can get fast food then. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, fast food?
Yeah.
I mean, we could do something in the car. I don't know.
We
But
could
I
do
like to
more
be
than
a little,
eat in the
a
car,
little
you know.
cute, romantic type sometimes,
Yeah.
I like together, you know what I mean?
All
I
right,
like a
just
good
be
girl.
very clear with him
I
and
like
say,
going
I
on fun
just want to see
dates
you
and
before my
stuff.
birthday.
I
I
want a bag
can't
of
wait
who'll
much
be, like,
longer.
extremely
When do you get
nasty for
back?
me, you know?
Yeah. It's just. ugh,
Yeah.
I
Would you
just.
get nasty for me?
I just want to see you before you get. Before my birthday. When do you get back? I mean, I just really want to see you.
Yeah. I get back pretty soon. And also, like, I'll be honest with you. Like, you know what I mean? I move around a lot. Like, but
That's
it's
okay.
always back home to New York or it's in LA. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah. Well, what's the day that you're coming back then? We can schedule something.
Okay. I am coming back mid-June.
Wait,
And what's it called? I'll be back for a while. And then I have school again, but I'm graduating. I'm graduating a year early. So I'm going to like do my third year in college and then I'm graduating and then I'm coming back home and then I'm working. And
I
then
mean, could you see me like maybe
Yeah.
on the first weekend of June? Because I'm really
Yeah.
impatient and I really want to see you.
when's your birthday?
My birthday's on the 25th, but
27th. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. I want to spend it with you. Well, no. I'm not going to steal you away from your family during your birthday.
no,
I
no.
expect some type of visit.
Honestly,
Visit around that day.
honestly, I'm like, I don't mean to say like I hope this doesn't go off the wrong way, but like I hate my family. So every time my mom comes and
Mhm.
visits, she's always like, yelling at me for cleaning my room and stuff. So I don't know. And then my dad's always on me about my grades and stuff. So like I could probably get out of
But you know what?
celebrating with them.
I could probably make your room a little messier. Me personally.
Oh yeah.
I like to stay pretty rough.
Oh.
We have, you remind me a lot of my first girlfriend. The one I told you was a year and a half older.
Hey, Brandon. Brandon, I need you to stay on the line with me, okay? Brandon, don't hang up. Brandon? He hung up. I'm going to call him back. I'm calling him back. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to tell him to have a seat. I need to tell him to have a seat.
He thinks it's a prank now. You should have just said it.
No. It's not a prank. This isn't a prank. These aren't prank calls. It's not legal either. I'm not doing like a legal sort of thing. We're not,
Hello?
Brandon?
Hello?
Brandon, hi. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, I need you to stay on the phone with me, okay? This is Brandon.
Yes.
Okay, Brandon. Now, what do you think you're doing?
What just happened?
Well,
I'm sorry. I thought I was talking to
Brandon.
Alice?
Yeah, you were
Yes.
talking. Yeah, why
I'm
do
sorry,
you?
I'm
Why
panicking
exactly?
a
I'm
little
sorry.
bit.
I understand you might be in a panic. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to take a breath. I need you to calm
Yes.
down, and I need you to stay on the line. Do you understand?
Yes.
Why
yes,
don't
I
you?
will
Why
stay.
don't you go ahead and have a seat? So,
Okay.
Sit down, take a breath, have a seat.
Yes.
Okay, Brandon. Now I need to talk to you
Yes.
about this. Okay. What exactly? Why? Who is Alice to you?
She hit me up on. I went yesterday on the dating website I use, and she hit me up yesterday.
Well, I'm familiar with the
Uh-huh.
website you're using. We've got all the transcripts right here.
Yes.
Okay, Brandon.
Okay.
Now, do you understand? Do you understand why this might be an issue?
Yes.
Now, Brandon, I understand that you're at work right now, and
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's in your best interest.
Yeah,
It's
I know what I've done.
It's in your best interest not to leave, Brandon. Do you understand me?
No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving at
I
all.
want you to. I
At
want you to
all.
stay put. I want you to stay right there. Okay.
I just can't believe
You can't believe what?
this happened. You know, like,
Tell me,
I
Brandon.
really
I want to
don't-
hear. I want to hear your side of things. Tell me what you want to say.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I wasn't gonna meet with her. Like, I'm in LA right now. I was just talking to her. You know.
According to the transcripts we have here, you were going to meet with her before her birthday and get her room messy. Is that not true?
No, I swear to God, right now, I'm at school in LA.
And when are
I
you?
have what's
when
it called, class.
I
until
need to
June
know.
15th.
Do you have a
And
a flight
then
back to New York?
Yeah.
Do you have a flight back to New York?
Huh?
What? Do you have a flight back to
No,
New York?
I
set?
don't. I'm working. I'm working starting next week at my internship
Mhm.
on the cheer team. I'm starting.
I already
I'm
know
starting
that,
next
Brandon.
week
We already,
on Sunday,
Brandon,
and I'm not
Brandon,
going back home until
Brandon.
about Christmas break.
Brandon, calm down. Take a breath.
Yes.
Now, we already know all of that. I know where you go to school. I know all of that stuff. We know about the job. We know about that. But Brandon, were you planning on being back in New York?
No, I really wasn't. I just told her that.
Now, why
I'm
were
being
you?
I'm being honest. Like, I'm
Brandon,
not lying to you.
Brandon, I need
know?
you to. Here's the thing, Brandon. Honesty.
Yes.
In these cases, honesty.
Yes.
The best policy.
Yes.
You understand that,
Uh-huh.
right? Because here's
Yeah,
the thing: we've
100%.
got the transcripts. We know the information.
Yes.
Did you have a seat? Are you sitting?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
we've got the transcripts. We've got the information. We already
Uh-huh.
we know your name. We know we've
Yes.
been in contact with your parents.
My parents.
We've been in contact with your parents for this information. Now, Brandon, I have to ask you, why are you
Yes.
if you have no intention on being back in New York, if you have no intention on
Yeah.
meeting up with Alice, who's a 16-year-old girl, Brandon, a 16-year-old girl. If you have no intention of meeting up with her, then why are you trolling through OKCupid in New York City? Trawling for
I
tail.
don't know. Honestly, I pulled it. I haven't. If you look at my activity,
We've got the
I really
transcript.
haven't used it in very long
Well,
since yesterday. You know. And
so
then
are you
she
telling
just talked to me, and then I
Brandon,
responded back.
Brandon,
you
you got to understand where I'm coming from here. We do a lot of these investigations, and I always hear.
know? Yeah, I know. and
I
just
always
can't
hear from
believe,
you know what they always say. They always say to me, "I swear this is the first time this has happened," and somehow, Brandon,
No,
somehow,
no. I mean, I'm not gonna pull that
somehow,
card on you.
somehow, Brandon, I find that I just find that so hard to believe.
Uh huh.
You know. So, Brandon,
mean-
here's what I'm going to tell you.
Yes.
I want you to look deep inside
Yes.
your heart right now, and I want you to be.
Open what?
I want you to look deep inside your heart right now,
Okay.
and I want you to be fully honest with me here, because again, I can't stress this enough. When you're not honest
Yes.
with us, we know it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So.
No, I'm trying to. I'm being honest.
I know.
It's just hard for me to say. I'm like, I'm panicking
You're panicking. Well, why are you panicking? You know you're in trouble, right?
because I'm being called, on these charges. I'm sorry.
We're
Continue.
not. Listen, Brandon, I need you to understand something. We're not talking
Uh-huh.
about charges here. We're not talking about anything like
Uh-huh.
that. This is just an investigation. We're just looking into this.
Uh huh.
So,
Okay.
so you don't need to worry about the next steps. You need to worry about right now. You need to worry about talking to
This
me.
step.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
This step. Let's stay on this step. Now, did you have a seat?
Mhm.
You're sitting, right?
Okay.
All right. So,
Okay.
So Brandon, let's walk through this again. Why did you get on OKCupid in New York City?
Well, so I'm from New York.
Right.
And I was using, when I opened it, it was what's it called? Still from my back at home settings.
Yep.
I told you how I'm from New York, right?
I already know that you're from New York. Yeah.
I opened it and then she showed up and then I talked to her. And that was yesterday. I only started talking to her yesterday.
I know.
I haven't used OKC in very long.
Brandon, here's the thing. I know all that. I know the facts of the situation. I've got the transcripts. I've got the information in front of me here. I've got your parents' names and numbers here in front of me. How do you say your dad's name? I've got this. What's your dad's name? So so I can't pronounce that, but I've got that right here in front of me. I've got all that. What I'm asking is your motivation. Okay? See,
my motivation?
Your motivation, because here's what I don't understand. I'm sitting here being told that you have no intention of coming back to New York. You're telling this girl, this 16-year-old girl, that you're coming back to New York in a month. You're going to meet her before her birthday. I'm sorry, as a guy, you're a guy who's from New York. I know you've got some time off coming up in a month. I know that you can go back to New York whenever you want. You've got, you're from there. So that's the thing is I'm looking at motivation here, Brandon. That's all I'm looking at. That's all I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Well, Brandon, I mean, what's happening here? I mean, I feel like you're spitting on my leg and telling me it's raining. Open up with me here. Be honest. Now, did you have any intention on going back to New York next month? Yes or no?
No. I knew I'm not going back home until winter because of my obligations back here in LA and stuff like that.
What obligations do you have in June? What obligations do you have in June?
In June?
Yeah.
I have a 40-hour a week job. I'm at the cheer team here. I have events to go to. So I have obligations. So yeah.
A cheer team. I mean, Brandon, I know you're on the cheer team. I know you're part of with the cheerleaders. And let me ask you this. I mean, school. Am I to think that there aren't younger people going to see those games where you're there performing?
Younger?
Yeah. Are you telling me younger people, underage people, don't go and see those games?
No, of course.
Of course they do. So what does that look like here, Brandon, when you're talking up a 16-year-old girl, telling her you want to go rough up her room, you like it rough, you want to take her on dates? Do you have condoms on you right now, Brandon?
Terrible.
Brandon, do you have condoms in your pocket?
Terrible.
Do you have condoms in your pocket right now? Do you have any condoms on you?
No.
What do you have in your pockets right now? I want you to take everything in your pockets out.
Right now, I have my wallet.
I want you to take the wallet out of your pocket and put it on the ground in front of you.
Okay. Here,
anything at all in your pockets we need to know about. I need you to take it out, put it on the ground in front of you right now.
I have a tissue in my pocket.
Take the tissue out.
I'm putting that on the floor.
What was the tissue
I have my
for?
Keys.
What was the tissue for?
The tissue?
Yes.
Honestly, I just carry around a lot of tissues because I blow my nose. I have bad allergies. Okay. I don't take allergy medication often.
All right. There's no drugs on the tissue. No chloroform, nothing like that.
No, not at all.
Okay. And it's on the ground.
It's on the ground.
All right. Do you have any weapons? Do you have any weapons or anything I need to know about on you?
No, I have my keys.
Are you on drugs? Brandon, are you on drugs right now?
No.
All right.
No, I'm at work. I've been at work since 8:30.
I know.
I had a break. I did a cheer event.
I know. I did
a cheer event from 1 to 2. And I'm working right now from 3:15 to 7:45.
Brandon, let me tell you one more time here.
Yes.
What I need from you isn't the facts. We've got the facts. I've got the facts.
Okay.
We know where you are right now. That's why I'm having you put the stuff on the ground. I think you know what's happening here. We've been in contact with your employer. They have been helping us with this investigation.
They have what?
Your employer's been helping us with this investigation. So, Brandon, here's what I need you to do. Now, I don't know. Do you know who you're talking to right now?
No, I do not.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen, and we're doing an investigation for NBC Dateline called To Catch a Predator.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, you are being recorded, and I just need to know, do you have anything you want to let people out there know? Because if you have anything at all you want to say, now's the time we want to hear it.
Wait, you're putting me on TV?
We haven't made any decisions on who makes the final cut yet or not. That's up to the producers to make the decision. But if you have anything at all you want to say, now's your chance.
I mean, I wasn't going to meet her. A, B, I was just bored. I'm on my computer. C, I'm not the type of person you guys think I am. And, you know, I know that evidence goes against me, but I want everyone to know that I wouldn't, that I like to think I have a good head on my shoulders. And even though, you know, I messed up and I kept talking to her, I know that I would never have met her.
But you admit you messed up. You admit you messed up.
100% I messed up. I almost shot my pants. You know, like
I do
right now, and you said my employer.
Brandon, I do need to know. Thinking, Brandon, listen to me. Brandon, listen to me.
Yeah.
I do need to know. Did you shit your pants?
I didn't really shit my pants.
Okay.
But, you know,
here's what I need you to do, Brandon.
Thinking,
Brandon, here's what I need you to do for our investigation.
Yeah.
I need you still have everything out of your pockets?
No, I put it back in.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to take everything back out.
Okay.
Put it on the ground in front of you. Because we want to make this go as easy as possible. And I would.
Okay.
All right. And once it's all out, let me know.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry, I personally don't have eyes on you. I'm just ears on you. They've got the eyes on you, so this is what they're gonna want. Now I want you to get down on the ground, lay down. You can keep the phone to your ear.
What?
Keep the phone to your ear, but get down on the ground, lay down, face down.
Why, if you don't mind me asking?
This is for the investigation. Brandon, again, it's best that you comply with these sorts of things. It's up to you, though.
Okay. I'm on the ground.
Now, I want you to...
Hello?
Are you still there, Brandon?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, after I tell you this, I want you to put the phone down. I want you to put it on speaker so I can hear you. But after I tell you this, okay? After I tell you this. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to put your hand, after you've put the phone down, you'll put your hands out to either side, palms down, you know, with your arms straight down. And then,
like planking?
Yep. Yes, like you're planking.
Yeah.
And then I want you to yell, "Here's the pedophile. Come get him, boys." Okay?
I'm sorry. I'm like in front of my work.
I know. As I told you, they're part of the investigation.
Can I go somewhere that's not in front of my work?
I'm sorry if you do not want to move from that spot right now. In my opinion, that's my opinion. But so go ahead and put the phone on speaker. Put your hands down.
And what was it again?
Here's a pedophile. Come get him, boys.
And if I don't do this, you said it would be bad?
I have not made any judgment calls on that. That's not something for me to decide, okay? We're just part of the investigation.
Okay. I mean, I'll be honest right now. I will say it, but I'm not going to scream it on top of my voice.
It's not. You don't have to scream it. I don't need you to scream it. I don't need you to scream it, but I do need the phone to be away from your head on speakerphone, and I need you to say it loud enough that I can hear it through the speakerphone and that the boys, you know, around can hear it. So
boys? Are there people around me?
There are people around, yes. All around. Everywhere in the world. So, all right, go ahead and put the...
joking.
This is very serious. Brandon?
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and have you put it on speakerphone and do what I've asked you to do, okay? Here we go.
Do you say? Wait. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do we need
I'm
to go
here.
over the order again?
Get him?
or-
No, he's a pedophile.
Here's
Come get 'em, boys.
here's the pedophile boy. Come get him, boys.
Hello.
Hello?
Yep.
All right.
I'll do it.
All right, loud enough for the boys. Loud enough for the boys at the docks to hear this one, okay?
Here's a pedophile. Come get him, boys.
Brandon, I hear you're trying to I heard you try to muffle the word pedophile. I need that loud and clear, okay?
Here's a pedophile. Come get him, boys. All right.
Were you
Embarrassed.
Are you
Let
mocking
people look at me.
Are you mocking my voice when you say it that way?
No, I'm screaming it.
Okay. Cuz it according to our sound engineers, that wasn't very clear. We'll try it one more time. How about that? We'll do it one more time.
I'm sorry. I have to get back to work.
No,
pretty
Brandon,
soon.
we're going to get back to work in a second. As I said, they're aware of the investigation. We're going to try this one more time, and then we'll go back, okay?
I'm sorry. I can't do that again.
Brandon.
That was hard enough.
Brandon, if you can't say it yourself, then how can we even trust that you know you've done wrong?
Here's the pedophile. Come here, boys.
It's come get 'em, boys.
Hello?
Yeah, it was come get 'em,
Was that not
boys.
loud enough?
No, you said it wrong. It's come get 'em, boys.
I mean, aren't you guys like some NBC thing? Like, can't you guys edit it or something?
That's not what we do. If we present the investigation edited, then that brings into question our journalistic standards.
Like, so am I? I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to be like blunt about it, but am I in trouble? Like,
again,
I'm
Chris
when you call
Hansen.
my parents to,
I'm Chris
tell-
Hansen.
You know what I mean?
Listen to
make
me.
make them know that their kid is not a pedophile.
Brandon, I'm Chris Hansen.
Yeah?
I'm not in charge of the law in any way. I have presented nothing
Is
to
the
you.
law coming for me?
That is not for me to determine, okay? I'm a guy on a phone, all right? You listen to what I say, you do it or you don't. That's up to you.
But wouldn't that be real shitty if I answer all these questions, embarrass myself, maybe get on television, and go to the jail?
Yeah. Brandon, do you think you did something wrong or no?
I think I did something wrong. in
Okay,
talking to
well,
her,
that's all.
100%.
Then
I don't think
that's all
I
we
don't
need to
think
know.
That.
That's all we need to know. All right,
Okay.
one more time, hands on the ground. Here's a pedophile. Come get him, boys.
Here's a pedophile. Come get him, boys.
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you very much, Brandon. And of course, this has not been real. Any of this. I don't know what's wrong with you, but please don't try to fuck little girls anymore, okay?
Are you kidding me? This was all fake.
Yeah, dude. What did you think? This is how
Yeah.
do you think this is how anything operates ever?
No, but fuck. You got me in a fucking bad stance here. Can't exactly fucking.
Well, why would you
When
do
you
that?
brought up my-
Why
when
would
brought
you
up
yell
my
out?
parents,
Why would you
that's
yell
when
out?
I was like, what the fuck did I do?
Well, you told me your parents' name. See, I just said I knew their names, and I asked you his name, and you just gave
You
it
actually
to me.
didn't. You actually didn't know my parents' name,
No, I don't know you. You're just some guy on OKCupid.
dude.
You
What the
weirdo.
fuck?
Dude, no, what the fuck do you, man?
I'm
You
shook.
tried to fuck a 16-year-old girl. Come on.
I really didn't.
You
I'm
did,
just-
though.
I mean, like, I know it looks fucking terrible,
Dude,
but
come
like,
on.
I'm not lying to you. Like,
You
I
here?
have
Let me
obligations
tell you.
every week
Let me tell you
this
the
week
truth,
until the end of summer.
Brandon. Let me tell you the truth, and this is going to help you out. I'm not kidding here. All right, this is going to help you out.
Okay.
What you did, and I'm not reporting you because I don't
It's an
care.
illegal offense.
What you did is illegal. Everything you did is illegal.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. You could definitely go to jail for this. Okay. You could serve hard time. And I listened to that conversation you were having with that girl, And you clearly
Yeah.
are not the kind of guy who can handle hard time. I don't think the guy on the cheer squad can handle hard time, okay? So here's what you need to do. Here's what you can laugh all you want. Here's what you need to do. You need to clean up that act, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, because this isn't looking good for bro. Not a good look, okay? You're not in trouble. Your work doesn't know. Your parents don't know.
That's why I was being honest with you this entire time, and
Well, I
I
think you're
put my
being
all to everything you asked me.
well. I think you were being honest because you thought you were in trouble, which is kind of how To Catch a Predator works. You know, they just fool you. So you got fooled, you got tricked, but please don't try to fuck little girls anymore. I hope this is a life lesson for you. I'm not interested in you getting in actual trouble as long as you don't go try to fuck a girl after this.
Yeah. Can I be honest? I'm deleting all my fucking apps right now, actually.
Well, yeah,
Because-
look, choose to do whatever. I mean, you know, you can go cold turkey or not. Again, I'm just some guy, all right? I'm just a dude. You just chose to do what I said. You're an insane person, okay?
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad we're clear on that. I'm glad you agree that you're insane. And also, it was by the way, it was very funny when you said, "I'm a pedophile. Come get 'em, boys." So,
I mean, I can imagine. You made me say it like 20 times, you know?
yeah. Well, you said
So,
it very
Can I ask you
quietly.
some? Do you have time for some questions?
No,
Like,
I have no time for
I'm
questions.
over being mad.
You have no time
What?
for questions here. No, I have other investigations to get to. I'm Chris Hansen. I'm
Chris Hansen.
no, I'm Chris Angel. I'm Mind Freak.
Chris Angel.
Yeah, the magician. We're doing a new.
No, never heard of him.
Oh, we're doing. Okay, sorry. Well, I'm Chris Angel, the Mind Freak, and we're doing an investigation for Dateline NBC called Chris Angel to Catch a Predator Mind Freak Edition.
So, may I ask,
No.
if y'all choose to use what I...
There's no
What happened to
television
me?
here, you retard. Okay, fine. All right, I had to hang up. How fucking insane was that?
I literally had to move off camera because I didn't know if you had it on me and I was fucking dying.
So anyway, no, when you started dying, that's when I put you on camera.
Oh,
That's when it's funny to cut to you. Yeah. How crazy was that? Jesse, this makes up for not having a show the last couple times. Yeah. By the way, big shout out to this is a guy we talked about a long time ago, and I know the show is running long, but fucking worth it, right?
Hell yeah.
Everything. Did anything I do just then, was that illegal? If so, does it cancel out because everything he did was also illegal?
I think so.
It cancels out, right? Legally speaking.
Maybe keep his stuff on file just in case.
He's calling back. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Chris?
Yeah. Hey, it's Chris.
So you're CRISS?
Yeah. Chris
The
Angel, Mind Freak.
Broadway guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you said that...
Yeah, I hung up.
No,
Brandon, I hung up
people
on
aren't,
you.
like, coming after me. Or
Brandon,
anything
no
like
one's
that, right?
Brandon, I promise you, no one's coming after you. We don't care. This is a prank, okay? You got pranked. You're fine.
And am I gonna be fucking viral because of this?
Are you
Like-
gonna, what?
Are you gonna be like releasing my information where like
No,
people
no.
could fucking find me? You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
no one knows who you are, Brandon. Calm down.
no,
No.
you promise?
Brandon, I promise. But hey, if you are worried about that kind of stuff, how about don't do creepy shit? Huh?
Hey, I mean, I'm thinking about that part also. But, you know, I'm
You
kind of
better-
thinking about the right now,
Yeah,
now.
actually, the
you know?
right now is that you were a creep and you got caught. That's what you're scared about. Don't forget that part of it. It's the most important part. Okay? Now you and
It's the
I,
most
we're done
important
talking.
part.
You and I were done talking forever, okay?
Darn, thought we became such good friends.
Well, it was very funny again when you laid down on the ground, but you know, what did you think? It doesn't make any sense. Nothing that just happened made any sense. What did you think was happening?
I mean, I don't know. I thought you were some FBI fuck or something. I don't know.
No, I never said that, and I would never make anyone think that. Okay, Brandon. So anyway, bye. I'm just a weird guy on the phone. Hang up. Okay, you wouldn't hang up.
It's like that.
Jesus
God,
Christ.
that's so ridiculous.
He's so scared. I here. You know what? Here's the thing: is I wanted him to. I didn't want to reveal it was a prank to him because we don't like doing that on this show. but I didn't want him to like go kill himself after this.
He seems like the type. He seems very beta male.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got, some sort of mental issue or something. So no intentions there. He now knows it was all a joke. Everything is fine. No one's going to get his info.
Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit. In fact, I don't even care that he committed the crime. I just find it interesting.
It was
I hope he fucks a 16-year-old. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
As long as it's not you, Skyler.
Well, I'm not 16.
So we talked about this guy a while ago. So I want to give a big shout out to our friend Anxiety War, who also helped me, through this sort of thing. It inspires this sort of thing in me. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Anxiety War. He's a YouTuber who goes and catches predators. I have a video here, but we ran so long, I'm not going to play it. But anyway, shout out to Anxiety War. And speaking of war and not doing any shows this past week, we did a show on Sunday, but we did record an episode of PODAWFUL World War for our Pizza Fund. That's our bonus content section. If you love the crazy shit we got up to tonight on the show, you're going to love our bonus content even more because it's hidden behind a paywall. So as murky, legal as that was, think about what we do behind the scenes. I'm going to play you a quick promo for PODAWFUL World War. It's our bonus-only show for the Pizza Fund, and you can sign up for the Pizza Fund over at podawful.pizza. It helps keep our show going. Again, this is my only job, so it helps keep our show going, and you get awesome bonus content that only you get to see. We did this live on Wednesday, and if you're in the Pizza Fund, you get to watch it live. If you're at the right level. Many different levels of support. And for $1, for only $1, you actually get access to one of our greatest shows called Craigslist Roulette. $1 gets you access to all the archive for it, all the future episodes for it. $1 a month. Craigslist Roulette, which we will be doing another Craigslist Roulette this week. So make sure you join that Pizza Fund. Here's the promo for the PODAWFUL World War, where we went to war against my internet service provider and our listener, Old Steph, a.k.a. Stephanie, because of tattoos. Check this out.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to war. God damn it, Stephanie. You fucking liar. Shut up, Stephanie. Shut the fuck up, Stephanie. I will not be making the appointment. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Stephanie. What the fuck do you mean no? Stephanie Jones, you get back here right now. Stephanie!
Come on, man. Fuck. I'm really not okay with this. I'm literally fucking curled up in a ball crying on the floor.
Literally. Anyway, you can get that over at podawful.pizza. Make sure you join the Pizza Fund. Now, we do have an update for you. As I said at the beginning of the show, we'd have an update on the world's worst tattoo for you. Unbelievably, I never thought this would actually happen. Unbelievably, Stephanie Jones, our listener, actually got the tattoo thanks to PODAWFUL World War. Now, I know that's a spoiler if you haven't seen the episode yet. Don't worry, still worth the watch. But check this out. Stephanie got the tattoo, and it is somehow shittier than I drew it to begin with. I meant to make it a shitty tattoo. Skyler, is this not the shittiest tattoo you've ever seen in your life?
It's like you gave them a shitty drawing, and then she picked the shittiest tattoo artist to do a shitty job.
They have made the can. So it's, of course, a fetus floating in a glass of Dr. Pepper, which now, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is our official tattoo. So if you want to get a PODAWFUL tattoo, this is it. Like, this is how you show your support of the show. If you're one of those people who's into, like, I get tattoos because I'm into things I like, then this is the tattoo you have to get. This is the official Pod Awful tattoo. But it's a fetus floating in a glass of Dr. Pepper as the can of Dr. Pepper is poured into it. And look at the fucking can. Look at the line work on this can. The can is curving, and that's not because it's on her arm. That is an actual curve in the can. The can is much smaller than the glass. They didn't fill in any of the dark stuff, but I do appreciate that Stephanie wore the Pod Awful cult t-shirt. Remember to, you can get our t-shirts. If you're not into tattoos, then you can just get a t-shirt over at podawful.com/store. And what a beautiful t-shirt that is as well. But you got to see this, guys. Make sure you watch the video version. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/PodAwful, youtube.com/PodAwful. Subscribe to us there. Make sure you're subscribing to our podcast versions as well. Sometimes, by the way, your podcatcher will unsubscribe you from your podcast. So make sure we're all up to date. You're downloading the shows. You're leaving the reviews, all that kind of stuff. Now, I told Stephanie that a requirement for me paying for this tattoo for her, she was supposed to get this on her own. The requirement for me paying for this tattoo for her was to film it. And she somehow failed to do that. She sent me a 1-second shot of the tattoo room floor to begin with and said that's all she got. But then today, I did get a video from her. So I was trying to decide. I haven't paid her yet. I was trying to decide whether or not she should get the money. And then I got this video. So I want the people in the chat room, and Stephanie is in the chat room right now. I want the people in the chat room to tell me, does Stephanie deserve the money when this is what we got filmed from the event?
I hate you guys so much. It doesn't even hurt, really, but whatever. It's getting done right. And I have to take it for myself, so bye.
So there it is. You don't actually see any of the tattoo work being done.
I see why it's all crooked, because the tattoo, look how her arm is. The tattoo artist did it.
The tattoo artist did it as a crooked thing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He did it like across her arm and up.
This is appalling.
It's truly terrible. Truly terrible tattoo artist. This is the guy she picked. I didn't make her go to this guy. But I don't know, you guys. You tell me, was that video, you could barely hear what she was saying. She was saying that it didn't hurt very much. You could barely hear it. It's 1 second. You don't see any of the tattoo getting done. Now, of course, she got the tattoo. But again, part of the deal was the video. In fact, it was the biggest part. How many times I stressed to her during World War that she had to do the video?
Like a million.
And then personally over the phone. Only Skyler heard this.
Like a million.
Stephanie called me several times, and I made it so clear to her what needed to happen. Didn't I?
Yeah.
So there should be no confusion on this. So I'm wondering, Stephanie made us wait for a year to get the tattoo. She told us that she was going to pay for it, and then we had to wait a year for it. Should Stephanie have to wait a year for her $100 payment for this tattoo that I promised her? I don't know, guys. Type 911 in the chat room if you think Stephanie should have to wait. Type 69 if you think she shouldn't. We will take those votes now. Yes, Skyler?
Do you have my video?
Your video?
Yeah, for her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now that she's got one, it's like... I will post in the group.
Wow,
guys, join the Facebook group. Skyler took a video just to show how... Skyler got a tattoo last night, and I took a video of it just to show how easy this fucking thing should be for Stephanie to do. So we'll post that in the Facebook cult, podawful.com/cult. Join our Facebook cult. Now, let's see. Skyler, I kept teasing this. We've run so long now, but... I kept teasing all that stuff that you and I, or mostly you did on Facebook, and we'd like to call those guys up maybe and do some dramatic readings of some of the creeps that you talked to from, where were they from? Jamaica? And
yeah.
Where else?
One guy's from Chicago who wanted to marry me.
Oh, yeah. And you're a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And they know that.
Yeah.
And they want to marry you.
Yeah.
And one of them is telling you that he's in love with you.
Yeah. Actually, I think two of them.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. We've run so long that I think we should maybe take this into a pre-show. I mean, sorry, an after show, pod after show.
A couple years ago.
Sorry. I blew that surprise. And I'm going to play one last thing for you before we go on here. But you can check out all our after shows for the $6 level and up. $6 level and up on the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. So you can check out this after show that we're about to do over there on the Pizza Fund. But before we go, I do have a video that I'd like to play for you of Robert Robinson, one of our top goons right now, a pedophile. Now, this is actually audio only, but he's got this on YouTube. It's a video he calls Made Out with a Random Girl in 2007. Take a listen.
A couple years ago, if I had ran into a cute girl in public, I definitely would have gotten at least a fucking kiss from her. like back in 2008, like I met this random girl who was like, you know, anywhere between 13 to 17 down at a waterfront.
All right, let's do this math. Anywhere between 13 and 17. Now, some of that is illegal. Some of that is legal where he's from. 16 to 17 is legal where he's from. This was back in 2008. Robert is currently a 33, 34-year-old man. So he is certainly in his 20s at this time. And he is about to brag about making out with what was probably a 13-year-old girl.
Park, and after just a couple minutes of talking to her, I ended up making out with her. And, you know, we never exchanged information. I just figured I would see her around downtown because that's the way shit is, but I ended up never fucking seeing her before.
Shocking.
But her hair was like heaven, you know. I wish I did see her again. Anyways, bye.
Yeah, keep in mind, Robert's fetish is coming in hair. He loves hair. So, yeah, that's why her hair was heavy. How gross is that, Skyler? Isn't that the worst? All right. And by the way, in the chat room, people are typing 9/11, so they think that I should wait to pay Stephanie the $100. I tend to agree with him. So, Stephanie, you'll get that 100 in 1 year's time. Congratulations. 1 year from today, you can expect to be paid back for that tattoo. You also overpaid for it. I told her to get it, for under 100. She went in and said, "Give me a $100 tattoo." I told her a million times, "Don't say that." She ended up paying $120 some for
What?
it. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now, she doesn't expect me to pay anything over the 100 at the very least. But she's expecting me to pay the 100.
She got fucking ripped off.
And she got ripped off. Can you believe that tattoo?
I used to work at a tattoo shop. Like,
is $120 some. Insane. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that show. I hope Brandon's okay. Sorta. I mean, he is a fucking pedophile. You know, I mean, how bad do we feel for the guy?
I feel bad enough for him. He's a beta male.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely a virgin. That guy does not know how to talk to a woman.
Oh yeah, and he wouldn't shut up.
Confirmed everything I said about him when I was just texting with him, right?
Yeah.
Basically every single thing I was saying about him before the show.
He's a cheerleader.
He's a cheerleader. Come on, guys. So let's cheerlead him to his suicide. No, I'm just kidding. Or if he dies now, then I guess that's legally my fault. Just kidding. It's not. You're wrong. Fuck you. So that's the show. Stick around for the Pod After show. We'll leave this one free for everyone to see. But if you don't catch it live, you can check it out later at podawful.pizza. And until next time, have an awful day. I'm sure Brandon is.
Head over to podawful.com/iTunes and subscribe to us on iTunes. We're live every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern at podawful.tv. Love the show? Keep it going by donating to the Pizza Fund. podawful.com/support. And anything else you need is at podawful.com.